What's up everybody, welcome back. So in this video I wanted to take a look at improving our recoil animation. So we have the setup with the procedural recoil in the blueprints currently, and that works pretty good. But if we have like something like a shotgun or a big handgun or something with a more unique fire animation, you might want to improve the animation a little bit, and we can do that by combining this procedural recoil with actual animations. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. So first of all, we need to go back to Blender and we need to create an actual fire animation. So make sure you open the scene we have for the previous animations. And I've duplicated the pose animation, renamed it to a rifle fire animation, and I have created this small short animation over here. So it's not much, but it's more than the procedural recoil we have. It's more of a actual animation. So we are going to combine this with the procedural recoil from the script. So I have exported this. So let me see, object mode, and then I'm gonna export Mr Mannequin FPS. And I'm gonna make sure it's in the correct folder. So we are. And I'm gonna export this animation. And let's go back to our Unreal scene and get the animation in here. So let's see, the rifle fire animation we just created. And we need to drag it into our animation folder over here. There we go. So make sure you select the correct skeleton when you import it and hit the import button. There we are, the rifle fire animation. So first we need to make this into a mesh space additive animation. So open it up, and for the additive animation type over here, set it to mesh space. And for the base pose, set to selected animation frame. And then for the base pose type, you want to select your pose animation. Just like this. And we're going to save it and close this down. Excuse me. And now we are going to create an animation montage from this animation. So right click, create animation montage. Let's open it up. And you want to make sure you set the slots to the arm slot over here. And we should be good to go. So why is this not showing? Because there's no base pose in here, probably. Additive settings. Let's see if this is correct. Yeah, this works. So if you put the additive settings over here, the preview base pose, then the animation should play as it should. So we're good to go over here. Now I'm gonna open up my first person character, and in the fire animation we created, so the left mouse button event, I'm gonna add the montage in here. So right after the line trace, I'm gonna create some room and I'm gonna play the animation montage. No, that's the wrong one. I do not want that one. Play montage, this one. So the arms mesh is going to be the skeletal mesh component. The montage to play is going to be our rifle fire montage. And for now I'm gonna disconnect this delay after here, and I'm gonna say uncompleted and plug it into the stop fire weapon. So the actual length of the fire animation we made is also the length of the fire loop in our script. So that matches up. So let's compile, save, and let's see how this looks. Now first of all, this doesn't look too great, and I'm gonna show you why. So let's close this down. Let me get rid of the recoil over here. So I'm gonna simply disconnect the recoil transform, so we're not adding any procedural recoil to this. And now I need to open the montage back up. So the fire montage we just created. So over here we have the blend times, and those are much longer than the actual animation, so that's why the animation isn't playing properly. So you probably want to set these to something like 0.05 or 0.1 or something like that. So make sure you change the blend in and blend out times. And now if we take a look again, where's my viewport at? So this looks much more like the actual animation we made in Blender. It's not great, but it's the animation we made. So as you can see, without the procedural recoil, it's actually firing at the exact same spot every time. It's just the sway of my weapon that's making it go left to right a little bit, but so that's how that works. So if we go back into our first-person character blueprint, we could also choose to connect this to the on-blend out pin. This will make the firing a bit faster and it'll blend the animations into each other. So if we take a look at this, so now you can see the fire animation is a bit faster and it blends into the previous animation, so that's a bit better. Now we can adjust the fire rate obviously by just adjusting the rate scale of the animation over here. So if you open your montage, you can play with the rate scale or simply shorten it in Blender if you would like. And if we go back to the recoil over here and plug this back in, and now you might want to make a bit of adjustments to the values since we already added some recoil in our animation. So I'm gonna say the roll and I'm gonna make it have a little bit less roll, so say -1 to -2, and I'm not gonna move the gun back as much, so I'm gonna make this -2 to -1 as well. And for the upward movement, it's probably good, let's say 0 to 1, something like this. So we have our recoil plugged in, and now let's see how this looks. So now we have an actual fire animation playing along with our procedural recoil, and everything still works as we intended it. And we can also play the animation in our ADS, that works fine. So you might want to make a separate ADS animation which has a little bit less recoil, or you might want to adjust the recoil values in the script for ADS, but that's all up to you. So just a little short video on how to improve the looks of your animations and how you can possibly make something like a shotgun fire animation or things like that. So thanks for watching, guys. Later. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you liked the video or you think you might have learned something, please consider leaving a like. I'll be back for more.